through the day. Fears and insecurities motivate me. There's the rest of the motivation, but it's mostly monster. Darrick Wayne Jr. and Sam Cabrera come out, and they begin striking early. Right hand from Wayne Jr. sends Cabrera. Yeah, it sends Cabrera staggering backwards with his eyes wide open in surprise. The left hook from Cabrera, the left kick from Cabrera has been working well and it's been hitting, but it doesn't have enough power on it to discourage Wayne Jr. from coming forward.
In the last fight we saw Darrick Wayne Jr. he kind of started out really strong, and then as the fight went on, he got a little bit more tired, started to fade away. So he looks great right now, but the thing I noticed more is that he's fighting more tight and a lot less effort in every shot in terms of like wasted energy.
Yeah, jab from Cabrera lands. Yeah, when you're tight like that,
you want the energy to go into your opponent, not into your swing, right? Like you don't want to waste it on the movement. You want to use the energy in the punch.
Yeah, you theoretically. Oh, well timed, T. You heard? Did you hear the
perfect time?
You heard the from the gullet of Wayne Jr.
Cabrera's got that knee brace on.
Yeah, and he also, I think he lost a contact. Was that a contact that he lost earlier? He was wearing glasses in his fighter photo.
Yeah, I think that may have been one contact.
Yeah. I wonder if that'll affect him.
It's not so far so good.
Yeah, he's comporting himself nicely. He's making these kicks work, and he's landed a good stiff jab, but Darrick Wayne Jr. has some heavy, heavy hands.
If Darrick Wayne Jr. can keep that front foot busy and keep that teep out of his face, he can probably continue to pour the ones and twos on, because they have been true for him.
And Cabrera is showing a tremendous amount of respect to Wayne Jr.'s hands by turning away and flinching a lot. He does not want, he's felt the power that Wayne possesses. He doesn't want any part of it. And again, we're seeing all night tonight, I've noticed a recurring theme when these young new fighters are attempting to feint their rear leg. You see Wayne Jr. is trying to feint a right kick. He's actually not bringing his hip forward. He's just twisting a little bit, and it doesn't represent a kick very well. So Cabrera's not reacting to those feints. But the real kicks and real strikes from Wayne Jr. are having an impact on this fight. Left kick for left kick. Cabrera goes high. His corner tells him that we don't have to go high. And he just hurt his foot on Wayne Jr.'s shin there. Right hand snaps his head back.
Yeah, Wayne Jr. seems to be sensing the moment here.
He's very accurate with that right hand.
He's much more collected than he was in the last fight. Like, he is just so dialed in compared to last time, and that's just, there's such a big difference in the build-up mentally between the first fight and the second fight.
His corner looks happy.
I'd be,
smile.
Compared to the last fight, I'd be very happy with that performance so far.
That looked great.
If he can keep that going for 3 rounds and not kind of tire out, I think he could, he could really be putting on a show here.
Cabrera is going to have to do something with his stance and defense. He's turning away, and he's kind of letting Darrick Wayne Jr. Lead the dance a little too much. He's giving him too much leeway and respect. He's going to have to do something to put Darrick Wayne Jr. on the defensive so that he can initiate some of these exchanges and get some points. If Darrick Wayne Jr. fades or becomes tired, those kicks and that good jab from Cabrera.
Yeah, that can be fortunate if it happens, but you can't rely on it, right? Yeah. You have to, make it happen by making him work, stealing a breath here and there, like that TP hit that knocked the wind out of him. I'm sure that stole a lot of breath.
Yeah.
From Wayne Jr. Coach Costa in the corner there looking like a venti latte.
The United States Marine Corps, the few, the proud, the Marines. They're here. Go and talk to them, guys, gals. Here we go.
We're going to round 2. Wayne Jr. with a jab. Ooh, it needs a jab of his own. Cabrera's well-timed that counter jab.
Yeah, his timing is good, right? Like 2 of the shots that he's landed that's been the biggest shots have been because of the timing, not because of the power or the speed.
He's standing a little more square this time. I don't know if maybe the corner talked to him some, or maybe he just hasn't been hit hard this round yet.
Shoveled that one in.
Yeah, he's got his headgears. He's in a lot of trouble with that headgear. He needs to get it down.
Yeah, they've done a good job in that Lake Norman corner of securing the Everlast headgear. That's a hard headgear to lock down.
Yeah, it's not a very good one. That's a big left kick.
And Darrick Jr. is making it a fight now.
Yeah. Yeah,
he's tired of the kickboxing match. He wants to fight.
Circling expertly out of that right kick. The right low kick has been a good weapon for Cabrera,
and
now Wade Jr. has nullified that kick.
Oh, that tip was to the coup. You got to calm down a little bit, he says. Darrick Wayne's like, hey, I was there before. It was my last fight. Trust me. I'm going to give you some advice right now. Calm down.
That's good advice. That's really good advice.
Tell him, Darrick. This man said, you got to calm down.
Cabrera unable now to use those low kicks. Wayne has removed that weapon from Cabrera for the time being. Wayne Jr. still talking to him.
He's just talking to him like this is a sparring round at the gym.
Yeah.
Like, you just got to calm down, man. You're good. You're good. That difference between the first fight and the second fight, it's like now I get to see what Darrick is like in the training room. Now I get to see what his coaches saw, right?
Again,
nice.
Well timed.
The timing for Cabrera is great.
Yeah, Cabrera's timing on his counters is very good.
That was a clean body shot. It's about as low as you can get it.
Yeah, he slid that. Oh my God!
Slugged him right on the shoulder.
And he tells him it's his shoulder.
Yeah, well, you know, those can dislocate your shoulders. So you don't want to take too many of those.
Good Lord. He said, telegraph be damned. I'm going to throw the hardest punch I can possibly throw. Cabrera's corner, I believe, told him the teeps and feints are working, but you've got to throw, is I believe what I heard, which is an accurate assessment of what needs to happen.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the teep is a straight shot, right? It's a straight kick, goes right down the middle. So what, if you were to try to implement more, you would think cross and jab are the most obvious answer.
Yeah.
And every time I've seen him throw a nice straight punch, he's either hit it or it's been right on the guard. It's not been wasted, right?
Yeah.
So the straight punch is what's missing for Sam. There's a looping punch again.
And Wayne Jr.'s putting everything he's got into some of these strikes.
Well, he feels like he can now.
Yeah, he's like getting away with it.
He's like, well, and that and he's, you know, we're more than halfway through the fight. We got one round left. It's like I can start uncorking and not worry about getting so tired now. I only got to do this for another 3 minutes.
He's loading up the kicks. Was loading up the punches. He was putting everything he had. Golly.
Yeah, Cabrera has great timings, and it seems like he's fast down the middle. So, you know, I would hope that he's being told to throw a bit more jabs and keep the hands a little busier.
Yeah, when you first begin training, they try to remove the telegraph from your strikes. You know, you're not supposed to wind up that big right hand and throw it like that. You're not supposed to do that. But at some point in your training, what you learn is that you can actually put the telegraph back in. He telegraphed that shot and threw it from a mile away, but Cabrera was forced to address it.
He had so many other concerns.
You got to, and what if it lands? What if it lands? It's night-night.
Sean warns both guys, says please try to keep the kicks up.
Well, both these boys' cups are sticking like 6 feet away.
Oh,
good night.
That was all glove too. Perfect technique, perfect delivery on the spinning back fist from DWJ.
Yeah, he's now grunting, putting everything into every shot, lifting his feet off the ground as he throws these hooks.
Something tells me that JT Smith in the corner let the dog off the leash and said, good job, you paced yourself well for the first 2 rounds. I'm going to take the collar off, and you can go out there and throw from Sardis Road.
Uh-oh, what's going on?
He stumbled on his knee a little bit. I think he may have planted a little weird. They're both wearing knee braces, so.
And Sean detected it and asked him what was going on. He said, no, I'm fine. So it was an orthopedic issue and not a cognitive one?
I think so.
I appreciate the Unleashed reference. Not a lot of people know that movie.
That wasn't a bell. You're good.
Sounded very much like one.
Yeah.
Good job, Sean, on
like
recognizing.
First time anybody would have heard a bell all night, but these fighters are so like they're tuned in. They're like, you know what?
Good night. Mauling Cabrera in the corner. Cabrera spins out and runs for his life. Dipping, ducking, and dodging, trying to get away from the flurry of punches from Wayne Jr.
In the words of Mike Goldberg, Brock Lesnar spinning out of control.
Yeah.
Just trying to get out of there.
That's exactly what happened. Like running from bees.
Yeah, like running from a bunch of bees.
Yeah, where are they?
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Cabrera sells out on that right hand to the body. What if he does it again and goes up top? What happens?
Yeah, I mean, he's got to go on something here if he wants to get back in. DWJ's been really far out ahead in this one so far, and that'll be the end of this one. Darrick Wayne Jr., it's one-way traffic for him for most of the entire fight, except for a few odd teeps and a few odd strikes down the middle.
What an interesting fight.
Very interesting.
That one was a weird one.
That is the dynamic on display 100% of a guy who's fighting their first fight versus a guy who's fought one fight where he learned a lot of lessons. He learned a lot of lessons in the first fight. And you see him come back to the second fight, and none of those issues from the first fight are present. That's the kind of thing where I'm like, you're my guy now, bro. You're like, congratulations, now I'm rooting for you.
Shout out, I'm a little biased, shout out to the Lake Norman Muay Thai coaching staff.
I mean, there's no way we could do this job without being biased. We're biased because we love the sport. So when you do things that are good for the sport, or when you are impressive to us in the sport, we're gonna show you some love.
Well,
if you want two AI-generated hosts for the Fight Forward show, that's fine. Or two guys that are sitting here drinking, trying to get clips. That's cool. But we're martial artists, so we're gonna appreciate martial artists.
With your winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of the red corner, Darrick Wayne Jr.
Great fight.
hats off to Darrick Wayne Jr., but to see the coaches, I know that they're thrilled. Whenever you can turn a fighter, a young new fighter like that, you can turn them around, get them underway, and then you know that they can live up to their potential. It's exciting. Because a coach's job is to show you how good you are.
Yes.
So the better you look, the better that job is done.